Hey, so are you worried about uncertainty? Uncertainty for your finances, uncertainty for the real estate market? If so, hey, let's talk about it right now. Hey everybody, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, and I'm your great real estate agent by your side when it comes time to buy a home, sell a home, or even relocate here to the Treasure Valley. And so today I want to talk about uncertainty that you might be experiencing if, let's say, you've been trying to buy a home or trying to figure out how to sell your home or something like that. So I want to talk today about what does the future look like if you want to buy a home. And I guess a lot of that just depends. So let's get into it. So let's say maybe you don't have a ton of extra money and you might need a normal kind of a house, a normal quality home, a reliable home that you need help getting into. Very often, there are some builders out there that offer buyer incentives. Sometimes these builders, they also offer to compensate your buyer's agent, because in this world that we live in now, it's on you to make sure that your buyer's agent gets paid. And a good agent is going to ask the seller, in this case the builder, to pay that. And some builders have already come out proactively said, you know what? We value the relationship that we have with our real estate agents, and we're going to make sure that we pick that up, make life a little bit easier on the buyers. So I think, that's pretty cool. And an example of that would be this house that I'm standing right in front of. Yep, this is a CBH home. You probably figured that out. CBH is the biggest builder in the state. And this is what they sent out to us recently. They said that for us agents, there's no need to register our clients. They're not going to try to steal them from us. And I say that in that way because there are some builders out there that the way they conduct themselves, you could very much make that argument. And we don't need to accompany the buyers on any of their visits to the house. That's what we do. So we're going to make sure that you do get taken care of that way. CBH wants to make sure that us real estate agents know that they're going to continue to do business as usual. Why? Because right here it says, we will appreciate and love you. That's true. They really do. And CBH also says that they will go ahead and pay that 3% to the buyer's agent. However it gets phrased, whether it's compensation, whether it's a concession, however the bookkeepers want to keep it, CBH is going to make sure that that's taken care of for you. But what about this house behind us? So it just so happens that this house, we're in South Nampa, also has a buyer incentive of $20,000 on top of CBH going to go ahead and make sure that your buyer's agent is taken care of. That's just another example. And this is an easier house to get into if money's real tight. It's 1,522 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. They're just really nice homes. 2-car garage. What if you need that third bay? So with that extra third bay, which is really nice, just down the street, around the corner from the other house is this one. Also a CBH. And this one, they're actually offering a $25,000 buyer incentive, not including what they're going to pay to your buyer's agent. They really want to help you. There's some options out there if you're having a hard time getting into your very first house or getting into your new state of Idaho, whatever it takes. Well, let's check out another option for you, just in case. So we talked about the biggest builder here in Idaho. So now let's talk about the second biggest builder in Idaho. Do they like their realtors? Are they going to help you pay for your realtor? Here we are at Hubble Homes, and Hubble said, rest assured, Hubble Homes is committed to maintaining current commission rates. We highly value our partnership with real estate agent community and recognize your crucial role in our business. Our team is happy to work alongside you to navigate this process, change together. And with change is uncertainty, but Hubble's doing everything they can to make sure that we know that that's one piece of uncertainty we don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about. You could get into a home kind of like this one right here. And not only is Hubble going to make sure that your buyer's agent is taken care of, they're also, on this house, they have a $35,000 promo, an incentive that you can use on various things to include closing costs or blinds or whatever else the house might still need, maybe a backyard or a fence or something. Hubble really wants to make sure that you are taken care of. Let's say you're in that time of life where you want something that's a little bit more, higher end. Let's check that out. So I'm sure you've heard of Todd Campbell Homes. They do have quite the reputation for being beautiful homes, very, very high quality. Do they like the real estate agents that help their buyers? Well, absolutely. In fact, what Todd Campbell said was that we recognize that partnerships with our beloved realtors is how we have become what we are. Oh my gosh, we value you and support you and welcome you to work with us. They've always cherished their relationships with their local hardworking realtors. We will continue to compensate you in the same way that we always have. We will compensate all buyers agents 3% as we always have. That means that on top of whatever other concessions that the builder's going to give, he's also going to make sure that your agent is paid for. You don't have to worry about that. And you know, it's important if you're in that entry-level home, buying your first house. I mean, it's like the difference between making a deal happen or not. But once you get to a home like this is just kind of shows you the quality of people that you're working with. It's like they're very proud of their homes and they want to make sure that, one, they get it exposed to as many people as possible, and two, they're not trying to nickel and dime everything. And so if I'm looking for a builder for a home like this, that's exactly what I'm looking for, a builder that recognizes quality. So let's go check out another one. And here we are at another really nice home. This is from the Builtmore Company. Do Builtmore, do they like real estate agents? Well, here, let me tell you what they said. They said, at Builtmore Company, we're dedicated to building not just quality homes, but also strong relationships. We truly appreciate our buyers' agents, and we understand that in uncertain times, realtors need certainty, and you can count on us to support you and value your partnership. We deeply value the role you play, and you can be certain that we will continue paying 3% to buyers' agents. Yeah, surely that brings certainty to us agents, but it should also bring certainty to you, the buyer, because like we said with the last house, shows you where the builder's mind is. Not trying to nickel and dime you for everything. He appreciates you. He also appreciates that agents know a lot more buyers than the Builtmore website will ever bring to them. Yeah, this house, it could be yours, and the builder is trying to make it as stress-free a process as possible for you. Make it so very, very smooth. Not too bad. So what does all this mean for you? These houses we've seen today, but also the new rules in our industry. The real estate rules have changed, and it's got to lead to some level of uncertainty for, gosh, just about everybody involved. But what does it mean for you? One of the big things is that if you want to see any of these homes that we've stood out front of today, we got to do some paperwork first. Be that a video tour, or if you happen to be here in person, we got to do a little paperwork. Certainly be glad to talk with you about that and get those papers signed. If money is tight and you need some help getting into, say, your first house maybe, or your first house in after moving to Idaho, I've been there. We have builders that are definitely ready to help you with that. And not only will they give you incentives to help with closing costs and other things like that, but also they will pay for your buyer's agent. Not only is it helpful financially, but it also brings a lot of peace of mind. And also, if it's time for you to move up to a higher end home, you deserve it, right? We've got some builders that know that you'll appreciate that extra value that they bring to the table. Might catch your attention. You might find a real good house that way. And if you're kind of drawn towards an existing home, and it could be because you like the mature landscaping, or maybe the area that it's in is where you really got to be, all these changes exert some kind of force in the market. And so that means that existing homes may have to also help pay for the buyer's agent. I think that's a good thing. Market pressure on there. Make sure that if you need some help, that you can get some help. Well, hey, thanks for coming along today. We've talked about uncertainty and some of the things we can do to do away with uncertainty. Well, that was a tongue twister right there. Hey, if you need some help, you know what to do. Give me a holler. Be glad to help. And we'll see you on the next video. Hey, thanks for stopping in and learning more about real estate in Nampa, Idaho and the Treasure Valley. If you'd like to learn more, watch this video here next or binge on this playlist. When it comes time to sell a home, buy a home, or even relocate to the Treasure Valley, your Treasure Valley Dave team is your real estate expert by your side, helping you get home.